morning, dear students. How are you all? I hope you are fine in your place. Okay, so today's class is related to our computer subject, that is chapter number 2, more on Microsoft Windows 7. So more on Microsoft Windows 7, this is fully a practically based chapter. So I'll tell you to please arrange some laptop or desktop for you all to practice this practically. And if you do not have such things, no need to get issue. Whenever we'll return to the school, we'll practice in the lab. So should I begin with the class? Now for this chapter, more on MS Windows 7, the introduction part we have on page number 14. That is an introduction, that is what is operating system. Now do you all know what is operating system? Operating system is basically the main software that controls the overall activities of the computer. That means whatever programs, whatever software is there is controlled by the operating system. Now further on with Windows 7, we will proceed on the desktop. Okay, so we'll proceed with the practical. Now we have Windows 7. Windows 7 is one of the most popularly used operating system. Now who has developed this Windows 7 operating system? It is developed by the Microsoft. It is developed by the Microsoft Corporation. Okay. So now it is used both at home and for the business purpose. That means we are going to work practically on Windows 7 operating system. Now there are many features of Windows 7. For example, we have faster speed, we have improved program, we have new features, we have new technologies, and there are many security tools that are used to keep your computer more secure. Now best part of Windows 7 we have, that is control panel. Now control panel, what is control panel? When you go to your start button, just click on your start button with the help of the mouse. When you go to your start button, can you see on the right hand side there are many tabs, home, document, pictures. One such tab among them is control panel. As soon as you click on the control panel, can you see so many features are given there. System and security, network and internet. These all things deals with the software that are installed in a computer. Okay, so control panel, we can say that we can change date, time, display setting, add or remove any software. We can, whatever software is installed in a computer, we can remove that software by going through the control panel. Okay. Now I'll move to the next topic, that is 15 page number. We have files and folders. Now you all know what is file. When you maintain a documents in your file, the collection of the documents create a file for you all. In the same way, we have files in our computers also, folders in our computer. So how to create this file and folder? First of all, I'll explain you a definition. File is a collection of data stored on some storage device such as hard disk. So we can say that when the data are collected together and clubbed together, it becomes a file. And what is a folder? Folder is a place where many files are stored. That means many files, more than 2 files, when collected together and kept in one place, it forms a folder. So practically how to create it? For example, you can see your desktop like this. So on the desktop, with the help of mouse, just right click. As soon as you right click, you get one tab that is new. When you click on new, you get at the first most thing what you see on that dialog box, that is folder. So when you click on the folder, you get a new folder option selected already. Now how to name this? No need to press any button, just whatever name you want to give, you just press those letters from the keyboard. So we'll name it as class 4. So just type it from the keyboard, class 4, and click from the mouse. So you will get class 4 as a folder. So now we proceed now I will explain you how to create a folder. So after creating a folder is how to create a file. Now you all have learned in standard 3rd in the lab. We have practiced that how to create a file, how to save our work. So for example, if I want to create a file on Microsoft Word, so what I'll do? Go to the start button and go to Microsoft Word. This page will be open. You all know MS Word software. So just type computer there. Please practice along with me. So as soon as you type computer word here, you have to save the file. Go to this file button, click on save as. As soon as you click on save as, computer word will be displayed here and it will ask where you have to save your file. Now where we have to save? We have made a folder on desktop. So where we'll go to the desktop folder, we'll search for our folder, that is new folder, and as soon as we'll search for a folder that is class 4. Why? Because we have given the folder name as class 4. As soon as you get this folder, click here. Can you see? Class 4, click here with computer as a file name, and as soon as you save the folder, what you will get, this folder will be saved as this file will be saved as computer in class 4. Now we'll proceed with the next thing, that is how to open a file. Now how to open a file? Now any file whichever you want to open, you have to just double click it. For example, I want to open this file, so I'll just double. As soon as I open this file, I got so many pictures here in the file that was stored in the folder. Now we'll move to the next topic, that is renaming a file or a folder. Now girls, do you know how to rename a file or a folder? First of all, what is the meaning of renaming? Renaming means whatever name we have given to the folder or the file we have, if we want to change that name, if we want to edit that name, we call it as renaming a file. So how to do that? Just right click. As soon as you right click, you will get one dialog box. When the dialog box appear, above the properties, can you see rename? With the help of mouse, click on rename and the folder is selected. As soon as the folder name is selected, just using the keyboard, you can type whatever name you want. For example, if I want to edit class 4 name as computer class 4. So COMPUTER, computer class 4. Can you see? And just click it. Can you see the folder is renamed? In the same way, we can rename a file also. Okay. Now we'll move to the next topic, that is page number 17. Can you see selecting multiple files or folder? Now you know computer is a smart machine, can do many tasks at a time. In the same way, we can select multiple files or folders, right? Adjacent and non-adjacent. Now, what is the difference between adjacent files and folders and non-adjacent files and folders? Adjacent files and folders means those files, for example, I am opening this folder of mine. You can also open any folder in your desktop. Can you see there are many files? Adjacent means one after the other. One after the other. And non-adjacent means randomly any files. Here, this one, then this, then this, then this. So this is non-adjacent. Now, how to select adjacent files? The procedure to select adjacent file is, what you have to do as you proceed with this, you have to first of all click on the first file with the mouse. As soon as you click on the first mouse, from the keyboard, you know there are two shift keys present on the keyboard. Yes, my dear students. So just press the shift key from the keyboard, hold down it and press with the help of mouse the last file which is present in the folder. Can you see? All the files are selected, all the adjacent files are selected. Now once more I'll show you. Click on the first file, hold down the shift key from the keyboard and with the help of the mouse, click on the last file. As soon as you click on the last file, all the files adjacent are selected. Now I'll tell you the next procedure, that is how to select randomly non-adjacent file. Non-adjacent file means random files, whatever we want. So for this procedure, you have to, with the help of the mouse, click the first file and then hold down the Control CTRL button from the keyboard. Can you see CTRL button? So just hold down that button and whichever file you want from between, any file, whatever you want, you can click. So all the random files are selected. Can you see? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 files are selected. Now I'll explain this procedure once more, how to select non-adjacent file. Click on the first file, hold down the CTRL button and then randomly whichever file you want to select, you can do it. I hope it is clear to you. Okay. Now in your book on page number 18, can you see multiple choice questions? Multiple choice questions. So in that multiple choice question, you have to do this in your book itself. So Windows 7 is a dash based operating system.
Windows 7 is a dash based operating system. That means it is GUI. The answer is a GUI, graphical user interface. Second one is when you save your work with a name, a dash is created. So what is the answer for this? Whenever you save your work with a name, what is created? A file is created. That means the answer is C, file. Each file in a folder has a dash name. So each file in a folder has what name? Same name, pet name or unique name? Yes, correct, that is unique name. That means whichever file we are saving, we have to save with a unique name. Now what will happen if we save with the same name? For example, if we have made one file that is class 4 and if we have made another file in the next day and you are saving it as a class 4, what will happen? It will be overwritten. Okay. So always give a unique name to each file and folder. Okay. We'll move to the next topic now, which again we have to practice it practically, that is deleting a file or a folder. Very easy process it is, how to delete a file and a folder. For example, I want to delete this one. So just right click with the help of mouse. Can you see this dialog box? Just right click. Can you see this dialog box? And in this box, can you see the last third option is delete. As soon as you see this delete, it will ask, are you sure you want to move this file to the recycle bin? What is the meaning of this? Recycle bin is a folder on the desktop. It is an icon on the desktop which help us to send the files which are not in use to the recycle bin. That is, as we use the dustbin in our homes to throw the waste garbage in the dustbin, the things which you don't want further in use. So in the same way in computer we have recycle bin. So whichever file is not used by us, whichever file we think further we don't use it, we can delete the file and send to the recycle bin. And as soon as the file will go to the move to the recycle bin, press yes. Now can you see that file is there? Yes. So now if you want to check this, you just minimize your screen and go to the icon that is recycle bin on the desktop. Can you see a glass type of a dustbin type of an icon is there? Now search for your file. You can type the file name here and search, or if you want you can search like this also. If you want you can search your file. Wherever you will get that particular file, just click that file and then press the restore button if you want the file back. Okay? If you want the file back, you can just click and press the restore button. Okay. Now moving a file or a folder. Do you know moving a file and a folder, if we want the hard copy to be moved from one place to another, we pick that hard copy and we take the file from one place to another. In the same way, the computer we have to pick from one folder and place it into another folder. So how to do this practically? Moving a file and a folder, first of all, my dear students, remember moving a file and a folder, there are three important points in it. Three important terms which are necessary in this topic, that is cut, copy and paste. Cut means to permanently cut the file, delete the file. Copy means to copy, make a copy, photocopy. You all know what is photocopy. So to make a copy of a file in one folder which is already present in the previous one. Okay. Now the third is paste. Pasting means if we have cut and copy any file and if we want to move it to another place, we use paste option. Now how to practically practice it? Okay, please practice along with me so that you are clear with this topic. So open any folder whichever you want to open it. Now I want this parrot file to be moved from this folder to another folder which I have made on the desktop, that is computer class 4. Now I'll tell you how to move it. As soon as you right click this, you get one option that is cut, copy. So first of all we'll practice with cut. As soon as we put the cut option here, press the cut option, we'll minimize this and open the folder where we want to paste this. So click on this folder. Again right click with the help of mouse. Have you got the paste option? Yes. Okay. Now can you see This parrot file is here. Now just we'll go back and see in our folder whether that file is present or what. It is gone from here. Why? Because we have used cut option. Okay. Once more I'll explain you. If we want this pumpkin to go from here and move to the next folder. So just right click this, press on cut option, minimize this folder, go to the folder where you want to shift it, right click and again paste. Can you see both the files are here? I hope it is clear to you. Now we'll move to the next option, that is our copy option. Now copy means whenever we'll copy any file from here and place it in the new place, the two copies of the file will be made. That is, which is already present in our folder and which is present in the new place where we wanted to paste it. So if I want this clock to be moved from here, but one copy should already present here. So just right click, can you see copy option? I want to paste it in my folder. Right click and just paste it. Can you see the clock is here in my folder? Minimize this and just check in your previous folder whether the clock is there. Yes, it is present. Why? Because I have pressed copy option. Okay. Now I hope you are clear with cut, copy and paste. So it's very easy. Practically, if you practice, it's very easy to do it. So on your laptop or desktop, whichever is available to you, just practice it. And those children who don't have it, no problem. Whenever we join the school, we'll practice under it. But try to read the chapter and follow the instructions. Now once more, should I explain cut, copy and paste? If we want to cut anything from one folder and place it to another one, just click on that particular folder, right click, cut and select the folder, open the folder whichever you want to, wherever you want to paste it, again right click and paste it. Okay. Then minimize and just check in the previous folder whether that picture is present. No, that picture is not present, we have cut from here. In the same way, if you want to copy it, for example, I want to copy this peacock from here. So just right click, copy, minimize it, open the folder where you want to paste it, right click and paste option. It's paste there. So with this we finish practically practicing this chapter. Practice at home and be ready with the doubts if you have. The exercises will be given to you on the WhatsApp. Now just all my dear students, please open page number 22 of your book. As you open page number 22, it's given long answer questions. So in long answer question, write the steps to create a folder on the desktop. So that is practically based on a question. We don't have to write in the copy. We have practiced how to create a folder on the desktop. Next question is write the steps to move a file from one folder to another. So moving a file means cut, copy and paste option. So this is also practically, that's why we will not write in our copies. So thank you my dear students. Hope you understand the chapter, practice it and be ready with the notes. Thank you.